Hello, junkies. Horror Junkies 519. Kyle 13th coming at you again today, you guys. And thanks for stopping by. Horror Junkies 519 once again during the greatest season of the year. Spooky season, you guys. I'm running wild because that's what this season does for me. I'm all energized, and even though I'm a super busy guy, I'm pumping out these videos because I love this season, you guys, and I want to celebrate it in the best way I know how, and that's make content for my viewers, you guys, because I love when you guys come and watch my videos. I love it when you comment. I love getting a chance to talk about all of this craziness because it's all year round for me, but you know what? When October's here, my inside matches my outside, and it's just a good time. But there's something I don't do enough, you guys, is I don't say, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, you guys. I love this channel. It's been growing greatly, and I absolutely am enjoying everything, you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. But hey, let's invite some more friends to the party. You know, more the merrier. It's only going to be more fun as we go forward, you guys, and I don't plan on slowing down. Only time I ever slow down is when I'm busy with school, work, and everything, but I'm going to be done with school eventually. Like, this time next year, I'm done. So, you know what? That's something to celebrate about. So, next year is going to be when, hopefully, there's no holds barred again for me. But, anyways, you guys, I'm in my Halloween blues, you guys. So, that means, like I said in my previous video, I'm going to be doing stuff that's going to be Halloween related. This video is going to be Halloween franchise related, and my next one's going to be another Halloween film franchise. Actually, not a franchise, but Halloween related movie, video, thing, whatever you want to call it. I just don't want to give too much away because, you know, I'm really been kind of holding on to this stuff for a little while. But anyway, wow, jawing on about nothing and everything all at once. It is what it is, you guys. So, Halloween related, Michael Myers, you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This video is going to be kind of a little close to my heart because I'm actually going to be reviewing another mask today. But this is an updated version of one of my very first Michael Myers masks from Trick or Treat Studios. And so it's a little bit near and dear to my heart. The previous mask was not my first Myers mask review, but it was still the very first Myers Trick or Treat Studios mask that I ever bought. So let's go ahead and get right into it, you guys. I can't wait to show you this and see what you guys think. So, what we're going to be going over is the Halloween 2 version 2 mask. And so, they kind of re-released the part 2 mask and kind of gave it more of a yellowish paint job. For the most part, the mold's the same. I think they did something that I don't like very much. I think they shrank this a little bit, but it still fits really, really great. It's slightly smaller than the original part 2, but, you know, it still fits really good. And so, you know, if you are really tight in the original part 2, you're probably not going to fit in this one that great, but say the original part 2 was gigantic on you, this one might be just right for you. But I've been hearing a lot of people don't like the new paint up. I don't know, I think it's kind of fun because if you guys know the story of the original mask, after the first movie came out, this was like under Deborah Hill's bed and for a year or whatever, and she was a smoker, so it gave it that kind of yellow hue. So it really kind of, in the movie, it looks like a completely different mask, even though it's actually not. It's the same mask from the first movie. But, you know, let's go ahead and cover this mask because that's what we're going to do here today. So let's go ahead and get right into this, you guys. If you want to go ahead and take a good look at this. So if you can kind of see the yellow hue, it's not exactly white. I will compare it to the original one before we end the video, so you guys won't have to be left guessing. But, you know, I really think it still kind of has a lot of great detail. And I think the new color and, you know, new things they decided to do in this mask is a really good standout. I really enjoy it. The one gripe I have, this might just be my copy, but this hairline is atrocious. I should be able to fix that with some isopropyl alcohol, kind of clean that up a bit. But I didn't really have time to do that just before I did the video. But anyway, you know, I'm going to not try and not let that hold it back because that's probably specific to my copy. But I don't know. If you guys have this mask, let me know what your hairline is like. Looking at this, it almost looks like it's just a skin tone, like really, but then you can see the difference here. It's a stark difference between the skin and then the actual white that is now yellow part. But anyways, I still feel like it has a lot of the good detail. Like I'm taking a look at it, you know, we still have the glue mark relatively there for the sideburn. We do have the kind of a pinhole with a little bit of rusty blood right there, so that's kind of cool that they still kept that detail. We got the glue eyebrow marks and stuff like that, and we got the glue mark going over here. We do have the cheekbones here, you know, not so much a definition in the forehead, you know. My Halloween Part 4 poster mask really has a lot of that good forehead detail, but This one doesn't seem to have it, but the original part 2 had it a little bit. So this one's kind of lost that just a little bit, but I really feel like this still looks really good. I really like the whole darkening of the lips here, and then under the nose. I think they really kind of captured the look of the part 2 mask, because I feel the original one had it a little bit, but I think adding more to it, I think, was a good decision on their part. Obviously, Trick or Treat Studios hair, you guys, it's nothing to write home about. I think it works for what it is, but styling and doing a lot of fun stuff like that, it's really kind of rough. So I try not to beat them up too hard about the hair anymore. I know I used to, like, a lot. But, you know, if you're looking at the paint up, the mold, I think we really have that part 2. I mean, just kind of looking at that profile, looking at it, just, it looks like the part 2 Michael Myers. And then with my big old head, I'll probably give it the Warlock stretch that we're looking for. So when I actually get to the try-on part, we'll definitely get there, but definitely want to make sure you guys are seeing, you know, the detail, the new paint up. It really is kind of interesting. When I first saw this on their site, I was like, that will never be here. I do not want that. It doesn't look good. And when I saw a video of it, that's when it changed my mind, because I really did enjoy the look of it. So maybe this video will do that for you guys. I don't know. But like I said, the paint up, the molding of it, I think is really good. I think the details that should be there are there. I feel like it's softened a little bit on the forehead, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not too much of a stickler when it comes to the forehead, like, you know, the little muscle marks. But, you know, if it has the cheekbones, the glue marks, the sideburns, obviously the eyebrows, the pinhole, I'm usually a pretty happy camper. So it really does express the look of a good Michael Myers mask. Let's go ahead and take this off, because sometimes the paper towel rolls do kind of change the shape of it. So sometimes I like to take this off and really give you a better look. So like right there, I feel like it looked better than it did while it was on the paper towel rolls. That's why you got to stuff when you do displays. And so that's usually what I do. But there's another good look at it, you guys. And let's go ahead and let's give this guy a try on. This is my favorite part of my videos, you guys. And I know a lot of people out there appreciate that I try these masks on as well. All right, let's get her going. All right, guys. So I haven't talked about it in a little while, so I probably should. You know, we're in the season. You're probably going to see Halloween Part 2, chubby-cheeked Michael Myers here. Just understand that I'm aware of it. It's not lost on me, but here it is. I'm calling it out before we even bring it to the video. So let's go ahead and try her on. Let's check her out. I gotta have the little scalpel for part 2. That was probably for the thumbnail. All right, you guys. So I do have to say, I absolutely love the fit on this new version of it. Like, the original part 2 was, I mean, a good fit for me as well. But I feel like this one is a little bit snugger. But I think it's still okay. Remember, I have a little bit over a 23-inch head, and this thing fits me phenomenally. It slides right on, slides right off, and it's, you know, it still fits pretty close to my face to where it's comfortable. But you've seen me take off some Michael Myers masks that are too tight where I have to pull the nose when I take it off. This one just slides right on. So great fit. I am very happy about the fit. But let's go ahead and bring out his counterpart, you know, my original. This one has, you know, still holding on there. You know, I just actually found there's a rip in the back. It's a slight rip. Is there a good way to glue latex, you guys? Because I would like to go ahead and fix this one. Because this is no longer, I can't buy this anymore. I could probably track it down. third-party seller, but if I could, it's just a slight latex tear. Is there a good type of glue to fix a latex mask? If you guys know something, let me know down in the comments. But you can see the size difference between the two of these just right there, you guys. It is pretty. This was a really big mask, you guys. I was pretty surprised on how big it was, and now this is just a little slightly smaller, but still a good mask. And looking at it, I feel like, you know, the mold is not 100% the same, obviously, because it is a shrunk mask. I feel like this one has a little newer hair. This has that old, really bristly, bushy hair, but it still looks good. And so, I'd say as far as, like, you know, an upgrade, I think they did a lot of good stuff here. Like, I'm really happy about it. Obviously, I'm still keeping this one because, you know, I still like the white version. The yellow version looks really good, too. I really like these masks. And, you know, part 2 being one of my favorite installments of the Halloween franchise. I think the first one and the original part 2 is just so great. I love the hospital. And, you know, just a lot of good differences between these two masks. But I still think they both have a rightful place in anyone's collection, if you guys are curious about it. So let's go ahead and try this one back on. We know that I really like the fit of the new one. But this one, and like I was saying, like, I don't know if I can show this on camera. It's just a small tear right there, so right here. So if you guys know of a way I could fix that, so I could bring this mask, you know, back to 100%, I would like to. Or I mean, I don't want it to go anywhere, you know. And so this is a big mask, so I'm not worried about continuing to rip it. But you know, this one slides on even more perfectly. So a lot more room in this one, 100%. I love the scalpel. I'm always just making sure I'm not ripping it more, which I'm not. Everything's looking good. So let me know down in the comments as well, you guys, which one out of these two is your favorite mask. I have a feeling this is probably going to be the winner. But, you know, definitely I feel like this is not something to just throw to the wayside. I think it's a really great mask. I know they don't really make these ones anymore because Trick or Treat Studios does not have the Halloween 2 license anymore. I am hoping they're going to get it back because the stuff that Spirit is making is just... Those masks are bad. And I don't know what to tell you. Like, these kinds of things belong with Trick or Treat Studios. But I have to be honest, Trick or Treat Studios did have the Halloween 2 license for a very long time. And, you know, so I think they kind of did what they could do with it. And, you know, I don't think they did it wrong by, you know, taking it out of their rotation. But... you know, let me know which one you guys think is your favorite. As far as this one, the Halloween Part 2, Version 2, the yellow mask, whatever you want to call it, I give this a solid... I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Really being the biggest nerfing is this hairline. I know it's probably could be just my copy, and hopefully if you guys have one, you'll let me know. But I think the mold up, the paint up, I feel like all the details are there, and I think it looks really good, and I love the fit. Just remember, this one is slightly smaller than the original Part 2. So if you guys are looking at getting this and you have potentially a bigger head, go with the original one and maybe yellow it. Either way, though, but I still think this is a pretty good size mask. So 8 out of 10 for me. It definitely gets a solid. And that's going to do it for me on the review of the Trick or Treat Studios Version 2 Halloween 2 mask. I think it's worth it, you guys. I really honestly do. But honestly, as soon as this gets uploaded, I can't wait to see what you guys think of it, because I always love to hear your guys' opinion, and that's why when you guys comment, I try my best to comment back to everybody. Sometimes it takes a little while, and sometimes the comments are long, so I take my time to try and read through every single part of it and make sure I answer everything. So I do try to take my time to actually answer back. You guys don't get a cool or a thumbs up or I agree. You know, I try to actually, you know, give you thorough answers, and so that's why it'll take a little while. But Remember, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are checking out my hat, make sure you're checking out my TeePublic store. You can get a hat, t-shirt, sweatshirt. I think they're bringing out V-necks. There's pillows. There's coffee mugs. There's a bunch of stuff. Stickers, magnets, whatever you guys want on there. Check it out. Grab some stuff. Support Horror Junkies 509. Whatever you do, I'll appreciate it, you guys. I love it. That's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509 signing out just until next time. And you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer, and it not only during Halloween. I am not a part-time horror fan. But if you are, it's okay. But come to Horror Junkies 509 and check out these masks and all my other content. I'd appreciate it, you guys. Stay bloody, my friends. Have a killer day. Have a killer spooky season. See you next time.